Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh and very good morning. I'm Abdullah from Mr. Kelantan. Today we'd like to talk about an exploration of cultures and heritage conservation approach in Kelantan, Malaysia. Kelantan is situated on Malaysia's northeastern coast, boasts a vibrant cultural heritage from intricate batik design to the hunting melodies of gamelan orchestra. These cultural expressions are more than just artistic pursuit. They embody the Kelantanese people's stories, value, and identity. Preserving this heritage ensure its continued existence and foster a sense of place for future generations. In understanding the intangible cultural heritage, we decided into three categories, each which is a cultural identity, gastronomic identity, and artisanal craft. Kelantan boasts diverse cultural experience including the traditional music like Dikir Barat, Shadow Puppet, and Wayang Kulit, intricate crafts such as songket and batik printing. These cultural elements are not merely historical relics but continue to be integral to the daily life of Kelantanese people, providing a living link to their past. The culinary heritage of Kelantan is equally rich and diverse. The state's cuisine is renowned for the distinct flavor and ingredients. The ingredients often blend to the sweet, sour, spicy, and aromatic element. The traditional dishes such as nasi kerabu, budu, and serunding is reflect a local agriculture practice and historical trade connection that has been shaped Kelantanese food culture. Artisanal craft, particularly textile art, are another cornerstone of cultural heritage. Songket are a traditional hand-woven fabric embellished with gold and silver thread, and batik known for its vibrant colors and intricate pattern. These crafts are often passed down through generations with technique and design that have been preserved and refined over centuries. The challenges in conservation we conclude into three: the modernization, globalization, and urbanization. The importance of preserving cultural heritage in Kelantan is due to the economic progress increase the risk of losing or significantly altering the state unique cultural practice and tradition knowledge. This concern of for Kelantan and broader Malaysian society as loss as sustained heritage diminish the country cultural diversity and historical continuity. The urbanization impact, rapid urbanization process, threat to intangible cultural heritage, leading to a lost traditional practice and diminishing the cultural landscape. Lack of awareness, there is a general lack of understanding and appreciation of intangible cultural heritage, necessitating an effort to raise awareness and promote its significance. The community involvement, local communities in conservation effort is crucial, yet it presents challenges in terms of engagement and sustainable perception. In Malaysia, the National Art Heritage Act 2005 provides the legal basis for protecting and managing heritage sites and practice. This legislation is complement of various state-level initiatives and policies to safeguard Kelantan unique cultural assets. The documenting and digitalization of tradition practice help in creating enduring record that can be used for education and preservation process. So this paper aimed to provide a comprehensive overview of Kelantan cultural heritage conservation effort. It examines the existing literature to subject, analyze the methodology and strategies employed in the conservation initiative, and discuss the challenges and success encountering along by the way. By understanding the multifaceted nature of heritage conservation in Kelantan, this paper seeks to contribute to the ongoing discourse on preserving cultural heritage in the face of modern challenges and propose to direction for the future effort that can ensure the sustainability of Kelantan's reach of cultural heritage. We go to the literature review, the conservation and preservation of heritage in Kelantan. Zahari and Yusuf the study convincing demonstrate the benefit of community involvement but failed to address significant problems such as conflict of interest and various level of dedication among community members. Future studies should be considered this difficulty and present a more balance. Abdullah Muhammad and Muhammad investigate the reciprocal effect heritage tourism on cultural influence in Kelantan. This research demonstrates the importance of heritage conservation can be both aided and hindered by tourism. Azman and Hassan examine the effectiveness of digital technologies in documenting and preserving Kelantan's intangible cultural heritage. Ahmad and Ramli concentrate on ecological method. They suggest the multifaceted strategy that encompass educational program, market development initiative, and financial incentive for artisans. Ibrahim and Ali investigate the function that youth membership play. The study focused on variety program designed to engage young people in historic activities such as including seminar, cultural festival, and school curricula. We go to the methodology. The primary source of secondary data for this paper include academic journal, book, government sport, government report, policy, document, and publication for non-government organization and international bodies. An extensive literature review was conducted using databases such as JSTOR, Google Scholar, and Scopus to identify the academic article published within the last 7 years using keyword heritage conservation in Kelantan, cultural preservation in Malaysia, community-based heritage conservation, digital heritage preservation were used to ensure the comprehensive search. So we go to the data analysis. The data analysis we use for the study or using a qualitative approach and using the several thematic analysis and comparative analysis. The thematic analysis, the data will collect, analyze thematically to identify recurring theme and pattern related to heritage conservation, whereas the comparative analysis will conduct to identify the similarities and difference between conservation practice in Kelantan and other regions. This is also not free from the limitation. The data is dependent on the availability and accuracy of existing source, may which not cover all aspects of heritage conservation comprehensively. This section presents the finding of the conceptual analysis of the conservation and preservation of cultural heritage in Kelantan. Based on the secondary data source, the results are organized according to the key component of conceptual framework: community-based conservation, legal and institutional framework, digital preservation, sustainable tourism, and youth engagement. So we go to into the discussion and conclusion. The conservation and preservation of cultural heritage in Kelantan present a complex interplay of community involvement, legal framework, digital preservation, and sustainable tourism and youth engagement. The analysis underscored the pivotal role of community in heritage conservation. Community-led initiatives such as revitalizing traditional craft are fundamental to preserve cultural heritage. However, sustainability of this effort is contingent upon consistent support and resources. The initiatives such as digital archive, virtual reality recreation, and online repository make cultural heritage accessible to a broader audience help ensure the longevity. However, the successful implementation of digital preservation project hinges on addressing several challenges such as providing training to community members to ensure they can effectively use and maintain digital technology, ensure that rural and under-resourced areas have the necessary infrastructure to support digital project, and last, developing long-term funding model and strategies to maintain the update digital archive. Based on the finding analysis, several recommendations can be made improve the conservation and preservation of cultural heritage in Kelantan, such as establishing the centralized heritage fund that create a dedicated fund for heritage conservation project that can be provide consistent financial support. Improving the enforcement of existing legal framework through increased funding, training, enforcement personnel, and better coordination between national and state authorities can also be implemented to ensure the sustainability of this industry. The researcher would like to suggest the future research section such as longitudinal studies, empirical research on the legal framework, evaluation on digital preservation project, impact of sustainable tourism and cultural practice, youth engagement strategies. The researcher also may not may would like to acknowledge the paper was supported by Cultural Research Grant, Faculty of Hospitality, Tourism and Wellness, Mr. Kelantan, through Minister of Tourism, Art and Culture. Thank you very much for your listening.